Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, life just seems to keep throwing obstacles your way? Like the universe itself has decided that you're meant to struggle and suffer, no matter how hard you try to make things work? If you've found yourself feeling this way, you're not alone. It's a feeling that many of us experience at different points in life, and it can be deeply overwhelming. But what if I told you that according to Buddhist teachings, this feeling is not something to fear or run from? In fact, it's part of a larger, beautiful, and transformative journey that the Buddha himself described. Today, I want to explore the wisdom of Buddhism and how it helps us understand and overcome those moments when life feels like it's working against us. Together, let's uncover the deeper truths behind this feeling and see how we can change our perspective to live a more peaceful life. Along the way, I'll share insights into how Buddhist teachings and Buddha wisdom can guide us through life's most difficult challenges. As we delve into these teachings, I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you ever felt like life was against you? Or perhaps you're currently facing such struggles? Drop a comment below and share your story or thoughts on how you've navigated difficult times. I'll be reading and responding to each of your reflections with an open heart. Part 1. The nature of struggle. Why does life feel like it's against you? Have you ever found yourself standing in the middle of a storm? The wind howling, the rain pouring down, and it feels like no matter what you do, the universe just keeps throwing obstacles in your way? It's as if you've been singled out to face struggle after struggle, with no end in sight. When the world feels heavy, and everything seems to be working against you, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that life is unfair, like you're stuck in an endless cycle of misfortune. But here's something that might surprise you. What if that very struggle you're experiencing is not something to fear or resist, but something to embrace? Buddhism offers a perspective that flips the script on how we experience pain and difficulty. Instead of seeing struggles as roadblocks, Buddhism teaches us to understand them as part of the natural flow of life. It's not the universe against you. It's life's ever-changing nature at work. In Buddhism, there's a powerful concept that describes this very human experience. Dukkha, commonly translated as suffering. But let's dig a bit deeper. Because dukkha doesn't just refer to physical or emotional pain. It speaks to the discomfort of impermanence, that unease we feel when life doesn't unfold the way we expect it to, when everything seems to shift and change in ways we can't control. Part 2. Karma. Understanding the law of cause and effect. Why does it sometimes feel like you're carrying the weight of something you didn't even deserve? The good intentions, the kindness you offer, but somehow life still seems to push back. It's like there's an invisible force at work, shaping your reality in ways you didn't see coming. Here's where the wisdom of karma helps us gain clarity. Karma is not just about do good, or do bad, get bad, as many of us have been taught. Karma is the law of cause and effect. Every action, every word, every thought we send out into the world creates ripples. These ripples may not return immediately or in the way we expect, but they come. The energy we put out shapes our lives, often without us even realizing it. Take a moment and reflect. Have you ever acted with pure intentions, yet faced failure or hardship? Have you ever wondered why, despite your best efforts, things still seem to fall apart? This is where karma becomes a key to understanding our lives. Karma isn't about punishment. It's about recognizing how the energy we send out influences our experiences, how we react to challenges, how we face adversity. It all creates the energy that will shape our future. Part 3. Embracing impermanence. How acceptance leads to peace. Have you ever tried to hold on to something, desperately trying to make it last forever? We all do it. Whether it's a relationship, a job, a moment of happiness, we grasp onto these things hoping they'll stay the same. But no matter how tight we hold, life has a way of changing things. The impermanence of life is one of the Buddha's most powerful teachings. And yet we fight it, don't we? Anicca, the term for impermanence in Buddhism, tells us that nothing stays the same. Our bodies change, our emotions ebb and flow. Even the people we love are in a constant state of transformation. But here's the catch. When we fight against change, when we try to make things stay the same, we create suffering for ourselves. The moment we embrace the truth of impermanence, we free ourselves from that resistance. We begin to understand that everything, good or bad, is temporary. Think about a moment in your life when you tried to hold on too tightly. How did that feel? Did it bring peace or did it create more anxiety and fear? I remember a time when everything I wanted seemed to be slipping away. I kept holding on to the past, trying to fix things, trying to hold life still. But the moment I let go, when I accepted change instead of fighting it, that's when I found peace. Part 4. Transforming struggle into wisdom. The path to a peaceful life's struggles, they don't stop. We all face them, but here's something that might change how you see those moments. What if instead of running from these challenges, you embraced them? What if instead of seeing them as obstacles, you saw them as tools for growth? Buddhism teaches us that suffering can transform into wisdom, if we let it. In those moments of struggle, mindfulness allows us to step back, to pause, and to simply observe. Rather than getting swept away by emotions like fear, anger, or frustration, mindfulness offers us a space to breathe, to be present, and to witness what's happening without judgment. And when we do that, we realize something powerful. Our suffering is not permanent. It's like a storm, there but passing. It won't last forever. The Buddha taught that life's challenges are an opportunity to cultivate patience, compassion, and understanding. Every struggle is a lesson, a chance to develop the qualities that lead to a peaceful, wise heart. The universe isn't against you. It's not trying to defeat you. It's offering you opportunities to awaken and transform. It's in the struggle that we find the wisdom to move forward with grace, peace, and understanding. As we close, I want you to remember this. You are not a victim of life's challenges. You are an active participant in your own growth. The Buddha's teachings invite us to embrace the storms, to understand that each struggle is an opportunity, and to find peace not in avoiding pain but in transforming it into wisdom. The universe isn't working against you. It's working with you, helping you awaken to a deeper peace. So, the next time life feels heavy, ask yourself, how can I use this challenge to grow? And trust that in every moment of struggle, you are learning, evolving, and moving closer to a life of peace and wisdom.